When my father told me about a friend of mine who committed suicide, I let the silence speak, while my father kept grumbling about cowards who wasted life. I remembered something I was told: how for a girl the world is not safe, sound, or secure, because the world was wild and there were monsters who raped, cradled a child. So I closed that door, even though I wanted to explore the beauty of wild. I closed the door and kept myself safe and secure. But on that night, when my friend had committed suicide, I wanted to shake my father and ask him, life, what life? What is the point of my life? And even though I am alive, for 12 years I have struggled to survive. Yes, you triumphed in keeping me alive. Yes, there were no villainous eyes. But what about the monster that lived inside? What about the monster that raped my mind? Because you see, my depression often felt like that. Some days were dark, some turned blue. I wanted to sleep, but anxiety said no. I couldn't sleep, couldn't dream. Stuck in my throat was a tortured scream. I begged for help, and all I got was some advice. Do some yoga, some exercise. Think positive, and you will be fine. But I couldn't feel fine. Because whenever I went, I heard this taunting voice: buckle up, girl, you have endured nothing. My situation was often compared and told. And for someone who sucked at competition, I never realized that depression could be a competition too. So whenever I see a mingling crowd, faces alive with laughter and sound, I wonder, why cannot I be happy too? Why? I searched the net for easy death and fainted at the sight of my bloody wrists. Alas, I discovered I sucked at dying too. You could judge me for wishing to die, but for once ask yourself why. When you are at the 50th floor in a burning house, would you choose to burn alive, or would you rather jump and die? But isn't fire more scary than height though? And I was expected to survive the burning inferno of my mind. And people wonder if the expectations are enough high. So before you wonder why I'm happy and sound, it's because I realized I got nothing to lose. So hey, why not a little more endure? So I went back to that lonely crowd where screams for help are often drowned. There I saw a mirror image of mine, a lonely person struggling through the mire of mind. Covered in darkening shrouds, she, like me, was paying the depth of life. As I took her hands in mine, I saw a flicker of her smile. I even stopped picking my own scars in helping her figure out her own damned path. Now I know something I had to do, so I paid the price of letting go. And when I let go, I finally felt like coming home. Thank you.